Hi folks. Now, this isn't my normal type of video. I know I usually cover frauditors, soft-SIDs, or Karens, but today I'm actually covering a news article that came out in the Australian news that was brought up on the podcast this week. And it is a very sensitive and very triggering story. So I advise you, if you have any sensitivities, to please, bear with me, but this is something that needs to be done. I want to thank all of my current and new channel members and subscribers before we get started. Without you guys and your support, we couldn't keep this channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. Don't forget to check out the second channel or the podcast. Please consider becoming a member. Leave a like and a comment. All that normal stuff I say. But let's get into this story and let's try to help bring some justice to a serious incident. Australian police on Monday said they had launched an international search for a man accused of pouring hot coffee on a 9-month-old baby, causing severe burns. Queensland Police Paul Dalton said a 33-year-old suspect fled the country days after committing, quote, the most cowardly crime the detective has seen in his decades-long career. The baby was at a family picnic in Brisbane Park in late August when the man, believed to be an itinerary worker, poured scalding hot coffee over the face and limbs of the baby, sustaining severe burns requiring multiple surgeries, police said. Before we continue on, I will be adding commentary to each part of these. And yeah, that detective's right. That is a cowardly thing to do. You shouldn't be calling yourself a man. You're a monster for what you did. For no rhyme or reason, you poured scalding hot coffee on a baby. For what? For what purpose? What drove you to do such a monstrous act? Police have no idea what the man's motivation was. He was not known to the family and is now believed to be in an unnamed country. He's accused of intending to create grave bodily harm, a charge that carries a penalty of life in prison. According to CBS partner network BBC News, the suspect flew out of Sydney Airport 6 days after the incident in the park, and about 12 hours before officers were able to confirm his identity. The police said in a statement that he is a 33-year-old foreign national. According to the BBC, he is believed to have traveled to Australia repeatedly since 2019 to work, and he is known to have an address both in New South Wales and Victoria State. Life in prison is too good for a monster like this. He needs to be below the prison, if you know what I mean. Maybe a trip to Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium might be needed. But it was also stated in other news articles and other press conferences that the man was using other means to get away, such as anti-capture tactics and diversion tactics, counter-surveillance tactics as well. But the real question that we're all asking ourselves is why? Why do something so horrific to an innocent child who's done nothing to anyone in this life? Dalton said the police knew which country the man was believed to be in, but they were not identifying him or providing further details, as it could endanger the effects to apprehend him. He said, dogged and determined, police work would not stop until the man was captured and faces justice. We will keep going until we find you, he said, saying the force was fully committed in doing everything we possibly can lawfully to get the person back here to face justice. Now, that was an article from the CBS Australian News. Now, I've been researching this case even further, and I've come across some articles stating that the family was devastated when they found out that the suspect had fled the country. Not only that, but baby Luca is doing fine now, although he will have to undergo multiple surgeries in the near future to help treat his scars and burns. I'm going to be putting in a news broadcast of this incident.
Kiss. Kiss. Yay!
Despite suffering debilitating burns to much of his body, brave little Luca is in high spirits.
Yay, you're so clever, Luca.
Nearly 2 weeks ago, he was the victim of a terrifying attack when a stranger poured scalding coffee on him and fled. The suspect is now the focus of an international police manhunt,
which has resulted in detectives obtaining an arrest warrant for a 33-year-old male foreign national for the offence of acts intending to cause grievous bodily harm.
After allegedly committing the attack on August 27, police say the man made his way to Sydney by car and flew out of Australia on the 31st. Officers won't say where.
It will possibly jeopardise the integrity of this investigation and any chance of bringing this person to justice.
Officers said they were unable to put a name to his face until September 1st, the day after he had fled the country.
How close were you?
Very close, yeah.
Police say
I do want to say that due to an off-duty nurse rendering first aid, it helped poor baby Luca with some of his injuries to treat some of them. But let's be thankful that person was there to help the family and help baby Luca, because no child deserves this. No family deserves this. Only a monster would do something like this. And, well, my heart and prayers go out to the family and baby Luca.
tracking the suspect has been a challenge and claim he knew how to avoid officials and conducted counter-surveillance activities. As for a possible motive, well, that question remains unanswered.
I just want to know why he did this. These are questions that may always be unanswered.
Today, the baby underwent more surgery. His scars will last a lifetime. Luca's parents say the past 2 weeks have been a nightmare.
I've been living in fear, anxiety, stress. I had no idea where this person was. I didn't want to leave this hospital.
This promise from police.
We will keep going till we find you. And I have not lost that determination.
For now, little Luca is on the long road to recovery. One step at a time. Laura Lavelle, ABC News, Brisbane.
I'm ending the video here. I'm asking you guys, as my subscribers and my viewers, and if you're a new viewer, to help spread this video around, spread these news articles around, spread the image of the man in question. You might be in a different country, but getting the word out there will help bring justice for baby Luca and his family. And if this individual happens to come across this video, I want you to know something personally from me. You are a coward. You don't deserve to be free with civilized people if you're going to create a heinous act like that and injure and destroy the future of a child and his family. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my other channel and the podcast. Please consider becoming a member if you can. And most importantly, don't forget to send your thoughts and prayers to the family. Be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without your guys' continuous ongoing support, we couldn't keep this channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart.